Right now you're hearing all your favorite music on your favorite station. But wait, there's more.
More songs from the artists you love on exclusive stations by Odyssey.
Just open the Odyssey app and click exclusive stations, then a genre to dive deeper into.
A station might be just music, or maybe hosted by Ed Sheeran, Chris Martin, or one of your favorite DJs.
Across alternative, pop,
country, soft rock,
Latin, R&B,
kids,
and even more.
Get more with exclusive stations by Odyssey.
Brought to you by Macy's, Geico, and Coke Zero Sugar.
30 years ago this fall, a law professor named Anita Hill testified about sexual harassment at Clarence Thomas's Supreme Court confirmation hearings. Now, Because of Anita tells the real story of what happened and what's changed. You'll hear from journalists, witnesses, and activists, and listen in on the first public conversation between Professor Hill and Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. That's Because of Anita, a production of Pineapple Street Studios and The Meteor, out now wherever you get your podcasts.
And when you say Miami, well, not this season. Not this season.
Don't change the song now, Jack.
Well, I don't have to change it, but I don't know if I can sing along with it in good conscience.
They gonna get it right. I believe in Flo.
All right. How about this? Tomorrow we're going to have a pair of tickets for the Florida Panthers opening game.
Wow.
So that's coming up October 14th, I believe. October 14th, the Panthers open their season. We are going to have a pair of tickets, Florida Panthers opening night, to give away on the show tomorrow. So that's a good prize. All right, let's do our Miami Dolphins question of the day. It's brought to you by Dade County Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Miami Dolphins. You can go to fincu.com for more info.
Dolphins are 1-3.
What?
True or false? Crowder, you mentioned they'll get it right.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say on this show we tend to look at things in a more optimistic point of view, right? Like, we don't like to do the doom and gloom.
Correct.
Oh, the season's over.
No doubt. Yep.
But I will ask you the tough question. Being realistic, is it time to kiss the idea of a playoff season goodbye?
That's another Miami Dolphins question of the day.
All right, it's too soon.
Yeah.
In all actuality, but let me look at the Dolphins' schedule here. All right. Because it is too soon. They're just 1-3, and that's. But they do have Tampa this coming Sunday. I do not foresee a dub. But then you've got Jacksonville in London.
Yep.
And Herb in London. Oh, look out!
Cut him loose.
I mean, hide your princesses, and.
Urban walking around them raggedy-ass London streets.
Look out.
Oh, goodness.
They got a red light district there?
They do.
All right, so this is playing into our favor.
Yes.
And then they got Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That's a winnable game.
Yep.
Then Buffalo. Well, payback, Jack.
Huh.
Then Houston. You seen this guy with the neck?
Neck's terrible.
0.8 quarterback rating.
Necky Johnson's ridiculous.
Then Baltimore. That's a Thursday night game. That one I don't like. We don't do well in prime time. But then you got the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets twice.
They don't impress me.
No.
Panthers. Sam Darnold will be coming back to earth at that point. New York Giants. I mean, they're going to rack up a couple of wins here and there, but it ain't going to be against the Dolphins. Then they got a bye week. Another one against the Jets. The Saints, they're going to be...
Saints on what the Saints are usually.
That's another primetime game. That's a Monday night game. Then you got the Titans. Ryan Tannehill. Are they 0-4, the Titans?
Titans
I think they're 0-4. Are they not 0-4?
No, because
that
they beat the Colts, so they're for sure not 0-4.
All right. They counted that victory against the Colts?
Yeah.
They're not what they were last year.
And then they close the season against New England, and you know that we have their number. No chance. Playoffs are out of shot.
It's crazy.
No, it's too early. You're in panic mode. Like, you're in a panic zone right here. Because I have a feeling that they're not going to be Tampa. I think you're going to start the season 1-4.
Mm-hmm.
That is a tough road to hoe.
Yeah, but then in the past, even in that 08 team, like we started out, I think 1-3 or something like that. And I know we got whooped. We were 0-2, and I think maybe 1-3 it ended up being. And then we went on a 8 out of 10 something win streak. After they get past Tampa, you brought up Jacksonville, Atlanta, then Houston. They have Baltimore in there, the Jets twice, the Giants. Like, they can get to 10 wins. Will 10-7 be enough? I think 10 will get you talking about playoffs.
I stopped paying attention there for a second. Did you just say they can get to 10 wins?
Get to 10 wins. 13 more left.
I will tell you.
They need 9 wins out of 13.
I will tell you.
9 out of 13. Just said we're positive. The schedule's not hard. Bro. AFC South is terrible.
It just means Tua, when he comes back, if he comes back versus Jacksonville, you're 1-4. It means Tua has to go, what, 10-2?
Bro.
Tua has to go 10-2.
No.
For this team to make the playoffs.
Somebody points out on the text machine, we don't do well in prime time or daytime, nighttime, bedtime, or tea time or burger time.
Oh, wait. I have to talk to y'all sometimes. Every now and again throughout athletic seasons. It's one game. There's 13 games left.
I understand.
And it's curtains. No playoffs, no nothing.
No, it's not curtains, but it is not, hey, just win 9 out of 13. That seems
the schedule's
but I will tell you this, because you mentioned 08. Don't forget just 2 seasons ago. Do you remember they looked to be on the track to be the most epically bad team in the history of the NFL? This was just a couple seasons ago. Mike Greenberg was talking about them on ESPN as being what? An embarrassment to the league. They're putting players' lives in danger. And what they end up with?
5-11. They were 0-9.
Oh, they only ended up with 5 wins.
But so listen.
Oh, I thought I had a better point to make there.
You did?
My bad.
0-9. Ended up being 5-11.
You know who they had at quarterback, though?
Fitzy.
Is that Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, that was Fitzy's first one.
Well,
so the Fitzpatrick 0-9 team can go 5-2, and the Dolphins this year can't go 5-2 in 7 games. Y'all see, don't live in the moment. Big picture thinking.
No, but I'm okay with going 5-2, but then you have to go at 4-0 or something. Like,
10-2 in 12 games, Crowder. That's to get to 11 wins.
11 won't be 10. I said 10.
They didn't make the playoffs with 10 last season, and there's an extra game this year.
He said, will there be any talks of the playoff? I think if you can get to 10-7, you'll be there. Will they make it? I don't know, because there's that AFC West is ball. Like there's other teams that are going to get those 3 wild card spots in the AFC, but you will be in the talks if you can get to 10 wins. You get to 10 wins, you'll be talking week 17 or week 18.
You're talking about in just this season or the next season combined. If we get to 10 wins with this season, and are you talking about the Heat? Did we start talking about the Heat?
You can figure it out. Charlie Fry takes over play calling. Man, we got something.
Well, what are you going to do? It's one of those
wins.
It's not, I mean, obviously this is not the way anyone planned on starting this season. And the reality is, I said this earlier, look, they're obviously not a Super Bowl team, but we thought this team was drastically improved from last season. What has gone wrong? They don't look drastically improved. They don't look nearly as good as they were last season. They look drastically worse.
I think it starts with the fat boys. We thought Kenley, Hunt, Austin Jackson, we thought they would get better. They would figure it out. They would progress. You know, that second year. Eichenberg's there. Dieter, they move inside the center. Like, you thought they would figure out this
Greg
whole
Little
thing.
Can't crack the active
If you
roster,
keep bringing up Greg Little.
Well, don't you think that, I mean,
the guy that was traded after going, what was he taken in the first round and he went in the 7th? They traded him for a 7th rounder.
But what's wrong with him that he can't crack the
Now, on this team, it makes sense. Like, hey, you're that bad, you can't win one of these jobs?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you. And then even we were listening to the press conference, Omar Kelly's asking to move Austin Jackson to guard. We drafted him as a left tackle, the most important piece of the line. Like, I think it started with the big picture answer to your question is our guys aren't getting better. So the thought would be, is it Chris Greer not getting guys that are talented enough, or were they not developing those guys? Because I'll tell you, I anticipated the O-line being a lot better than they were last year, and they're not. They might be worse.
We've got some breaking news, I think. What do you have here, Solana?
So Barry Jackson has tweeted out that the Dolphins are plucking veteran center Austin Ryder from the Saints practice squad. He's going to feel Dieter's roster spot.
Or fill it. He's going to feel it and then fill it.
You're going to feel it.
He's going to feel... he's going to feel Dieter's roster spot, and then he's going to fill it.
That's the news there.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You know what? We were just talking about O-line. I don't know if the Saints practice center is going to help, but at least they're trying to add a piece.
Stop it. Stop it. I mean,
10 and
at least
3.
They're trying to add a piece. They
10 and
had
3.
to. They had an open roster spot. They're trying to do anything. They just had an open spot.
Man. I'm telling you, I'm going to go find the archives of when I played. I know y'all were killing me.
Hey, play the laughing sound of Crowder for Florida getting beaten by Kentucky. That makes me feel better.
Man.
That does make me feel a little bit better. That does make me feel a little bit better.
You.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travell Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There was stories of these girls that would leave his house and they would have to swim out in the lake and get away from them. He has a secret, like the secret room in his house. He put me in there, she said. I don't want anybody to die anymore. I don't want anybody else to die. I'm looking for Ashley.
Season 3 of Up and Vanished is available right now. Listen for free on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The climate crisis is here. Time's slipping away to stop the worst effects of global warming, and we need solutions. Hosted by me, Molly Wood, How We Survive dives deep into the economics, the tech, and the human stories behind those solutions. From billionaires trying to monopolize lithium mines to business rivalries so fierce that one CEO was dragged off a plane by federal authorities. How We Survive, following the money to the end of the world because our survival might depend on it. Listen on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.